afternoon, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I won't be talking much to this video. I just wanted to do a quick flip through of my journal that I have created as part of the design team for March for NJJM Creative Tutorials and More on Facebook. And that's Melanie Huey, and she can be found in the Facebook group NJJM Creative Tutorials and More, and she has a few YouTube channels as well, which I'll list below. It's a great group, and I had been asked to create a journal for the March digital collection, which is Jenndi journals is the name of the kit. So that's what I have done, and I will leave, like I said, the information below for NJJM Creative Tutorials and More, but I encourage you to stop by their channel and take a look. There's lots of fun things and tutorials. My dear friend Jen Wren, who a lot of you might know, she is the administrator over there, and she has some great videos for you. So, and tutorials are amazing. So, unfortunately, I don't have the kit because I used it and I didn't print out another one. So, I'll just show you parts of the kit and parts that aren't. For the outside, I put together a purse style enclosure, and what I did was I took two 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I glued them together over the seams, and then I just burnished it after I put it on the I'm sorry, I'm forgetting my words. I do this. So anyway, so I made this and I collaged it with a napkin. So that's how that became. And then I tried to use magnet closure here. Unfortunately, though, the magnet closure didn't work, as you can see, because I had to add a ribbon on both sides. So that's what I did. And on the front, as you can see, the back is the napkin. The front has the same napkin, only I covered it with some antique lace that I had in my stash, and cut out journal. And these letters, all the alphabet came with the kit. So I just cut those letters out and put journal on the front. And then I added a little bit of lace here at the top. So let's go inside. So all you do is untie this and untie this. And these don't come off, so you won't have to worry about losing the ribbon closures. See, they just go in like that. Okay. And then when you open it up, it has an accordion style type folder. And we'll do the back first pocket. So in the back pocket, I have, let's make sure I'm in frame. In the back pocket, I have made this little notebook. This came with the kit, which is adorable. There's so many things you could do with this door. It actually comes like this. And oh my gosh, there will be lots of things that you will see that I make with this door, but for now, this is what I've made with this door. So, excuse me, that's not part of it. That's just part of what was in the pocket. So, this is just a little booklet that I made, and I don't know if it's ever been made before, but this is how I made it. This is part of the kit. It's a pocket. And this is just a tag I had in my stash that I thought went well. And I love lilacs and yellow. And this kit reminded me so much of spring. Oh, the name of the kit is Purple Jenndi. Jenndi. Purple Jenndi. So you'll see a lot of purple. This is part of the kit here as well. I just shrunk it down so that I could fit it on this page because it wasn't real sturdy, because I did not copy this on cardstock because I had no idea what I was going to do with it yet. And I wanted to make it sturdy. I double-sided it. When I copied it, I printed on the other side, which is part of the kit. I don't know if you can see it, but it's... this is part of it here. It's like a champagne color. But it needed more sturdiness here. I noticed that this just wasn't, it was too flimsy. So that's a pocket there. And I just put that tag in there. And then it opens up like this. And this is just a linen cardstock that I used. And inside this pocket is an envelope that I had in my stash, and I also had this postcard in my stash, so I made a pocket out of it. And it had purples and stuff in it. It reminded me of spring, and so I added that. And then inside here I lined it with some French script that I have, and then put a few goodies inside for a person to be able to do collage with, or whatever they would like. Some forget-me-nots, my favorite flowers. Well, I have a lot of favorite flowers. So those are those. Some of these came from other kits that I had, but I didn't. I made a promise to myself to use what I have. Try not to print anything and use what I have. So that's what I've been doing. And then I closed it with some Velcro. And that slides into this pocket. And folds up like this. And then you open it up. And it has this pocket on this side. Which in this pocket, I just have a pull-out tag with some forget-me-nots and a bluebird. So, and this had a lot of, I'm pretty sure this came from Line Dot Arrow. As a matter of fact, I know it did because I just did a journal for them. So Natalie at Line Dot Arrow, that's where that came from. And then I don't know where this came from. It could have been a freebie. It could have been anything. It was in my stash. So I used this as the pocket. And then you open it again and you have the pocket in the back. And that's where I put this little beautiful rose, tea rose, another one of my favorite flowers. And I backed it with an old index card. And it slides very easily in that pocket. Well, it did. So then it just folds up like that and closes. And then for this one, this is part of the kit. I made this little matchbook out of it. This happened to come off of, if you're at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or Joann's, they have like things on the end caps that you can take so that you can create different things with them. And this was to create stamps. So, you know, things that you could do with different stamps. So, of course, I always take anything that's free and it's paper because you can always use it. So I just cut this out and made a little holder for that. And when you open it up, I put in some blue lined paper. It's periwinkle actually, but it looks blue in the camera. And I just sewed it across so that the pages can be torn off if necessary. And there's a few short ones in the back. I didn't want to waste any. And then down here, this is part of the kit as well. It's a pocket. And in this pocket, these were in my stash. So I put 2 little tags with some chiffon ribbon. And then in here, I didn't put these on pages. I thought that I would let the receiver put those where she wanted them. You know, beauty, joyful, and I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay. Oh. There's one hand. Okay. Why am I over there? Oh, here I am. There we go. And hopeful, honesty, possibility, believe, nurture, patience, wisdom, gratitude, delightful, peaceful, graceful, courage, and family. So the recipient can put those where they want. This one says beauty. And again, just in case I was out of frame, this is the little matchbook I made. Tag. And another tag. And this was the item I was talking about that I cut off of that little thing you get at the end caps that show you how to make things. I take them all and cut them apart and keep them for ephemera embellishments. Just a little tip there. They're free. They want you to take them. Hobby Lobby, I know, always has tons. I don't get there very often anymore, but. And then this just tucks right underneath here very easily. And then both of these go back inside here. Inside my little purse folio, which I put yellow striped paper in. It's cardstock, and they go in there. And then for the journal, is in the front pocket. I really hope I'm in frame because I don't want to have to do this over again. So here we go. Here is the journal. This came with the kit, but this is how it came. So what I did was I cut it out here, and I had this picture in my stash. So I put this inside the middle. And then I just put a few beads on the signature. It's a 1 signature journal, but I don't know how many pages are in there. I could count them as we go. Here, I have a ribbon closure, which I've already untied. And it's made with chiffon ribbon. And I always make a little rose and glue that when I do my, when I put my little rivet in there from the crocodile, as you can see. And then this I had in my stash. I put it all together. I just inked some purple paper, cardstock, put some lace and some butterflies, And then I made this little pocket out of some more paper that I had. And a little butterfly here. And then this is part of the kit here. It is paper from Eco Dyeing that's been scanned. And then this is a pocket from the kit. And inside the pocket, excuse me, sorry for the noise. Inside the pocket, I have a little bit of lace, some antique lace. This is antique, this is not. That's new. Like a new type lace. Like a, I don't know where I got it, but it's not vintage or antique. And then, but I just thought the white would be pretty with it, and I don't have a lot of white antique or vintage lace. And then I put a hanky inside that I had that was purple. And then I put 2 coloring cards. It says, give thanks to the Lord for the, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever. That's out of Psalms. And then this one says, how precious are your thoughts about me? When I wake up, you are still with me. And I know that's out of Psalms as well. I just don't remember which. And then a little collage tag. I'll put those back in later. This is from the kit as well. It is ink stained and then lace put over it by Jen Wren. And then this is a paper clip that I made. And Cara Renee from Reborn Art is where I got this idea. And so this is how she made hers, so I made it the same. I just stamped on some periwinkle paper that I had that had flowers on it. Put a piece of antique lace right here. And put, on one side it says cherish, and on the other side it says friend. And I needed that paper clip because I have, it holds on this envelope here, like that. And inside this envelope, I did not close it up. What I did was I put some more words, and all that you have to do is take that paper clip off and you can use them anywhere. And then again, some more of those tags. And I backed this with some of that eco-dyed paper, which is in the kit. And this also is in the kit. And this slides very easily right back on. And I like that it kind of sticks outside the edge. Here's another part of the kit here. It came 3 to a page, and they were round, so I fussy cut them out. They're doilies. And I used it as a little tuck spot. Here's a pocket here. And I had this in my stash and thought she went really well with the kit. And this is just a little tuck spot here with some writing space on the back. This comes with the kit as well. I just shrunk this down, this page. It's a whole page, but it's an ink stained paper with lace that Jen had torn off her mom's dress and laid over it and scanned it. And it comes as a full page, but I just made it into smaller pages, like 9 to a page or something like that. and that tucks right under there. So that's that. I made a corner tuck here, as you can see. So I just took two, put them together, and then I just cut off the edges. I had them sticking out, but I didn't like them. Here are two more coloring pages that I thought would be fun and would go nicely with the journal once they were colored. This is another page from the journal. It has, one page has a stripe lined on it with some eco dye on the edge, and I backed it with a page of the eco dye, and that just folds in like that. Over here, again, this is from the kit. I don't know if you can see the lines, but there's lines there for writing. Some doilies were placed and scanned. This is a little pocket that I made. And then this is just a bookmark holder. And then you just slide them out. And you have two bookmarks. And that's what I backed them with. And just made two punch circles from, I don't know what paper. I couldn't tell you. It's just stuff I had in my stash that I thought went well with the kit. I like variety. So, and I wanted to do yellows and things like that. And also, it's spring, so. And this is something I had in my stash as well. And on the back, I just put garden and some chiffon ribbon that I tied in a bow. Some more writing, a blank page, but it comes in the kit. Somebody could do whatever they wanted with that. There's our center for our signature. Again, I don't know if you can see very well, but it has lines for writing. I didn't want to put anything on that page so the person could write on it or do whatever they wanted to. Another page from the kit, a flip out. This was lace from the kit. I just fussy cut it. It came in strips. So I just fussy cut all around it and made a little tuck spot. And this is from my stash. It's just something I die cut to put in there because it was pretty and kind of brightened everything up. And then another little writing card to put in there. Over here we have another envelope that I made using this big piece of paper so that it, and I folded it so that when it folded it would kind of match up. And all I did was for the closure, I put a little paper clip. It has a little bunny on it because it's close to Easter. And you open it up by taking this off. This I did put the glue around inside. I have a vintage birthday greeting card that I just put some fibers on because I like them. And then I had these in my stash as well, and I tied them together so that the person can use them however they want. And then here is another collage tag, which was a freebie on Happiness and Crafting by G. Kerr. It says friends, and I backed it with the periwinkle stripe paper for writing. You're not going to see a lot of tea-dye paper in here because it didn't warrant it, in my opinion. So all of that fits inside there, except I like that to kind of stick out there, so it sticks out the top of the journal. There we go. And then this folds over, back up here. And easily clips there. Here we have a stripe yellow. Inside we have a tag that says, "I'm a lilac and you are my sun." This one is from the kit from Natalie, and it's called Blue Memories. It's got forget-me-nots on it. It's tea stain paper. So I lied. It was in my stash. I didn't use it in the journal, so I used it in this one. So those go in here. Inside the envelope is some of the Jenndi, purple Jenndi paper. And those fit right in there. And of course stick out because I like that look. Here's a piece of the ink paper that was made by Jen Wren. And this is a pocket I made with my stash and a little bookmark that says, "Between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be." And then I just sketched some pansies, well, sort of, and then, well, they can be whatever you want them to be. It's spring, so it goes in there. Then this is this page, more writing, more eco-dyed paper, some lace paper. This I had in my stash, but it screams spring to me, so I put that in there. And another forget-me-not tag. And this also is a pocket from the kit. Eco-dyed paper with that scroll work on it that I made that pocket, that envelope out of that I showed you back here, right here. And then the last page, the journal is lined with this lace, and it has just a little tag with a few flowers on it for spring. And then we fold it up. And again, very easily. And just as a suggestion, anytime I do one of these tie type closures, I always put it through. And then I lift it and I put Fabri-Tac underneath that. So you can pull on this all day long. It's not going to come out. And I curl the edges with just a, like a scissor or whatever I have on hand. But I like the look of things sticking out. And here and there, little fibers and things. So yes, there she is in all of her glory. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider to subscribe. And also, I'll be back as soon as I feel better. I haven't been feeling well. And I'll explain that when I feel better. But hopefully tomorrow. I know we have things to finish, like our ephemera holder. I'm also working on another journal for a design team. So thank you for stopping by. Stay well, stay safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.